Hey guys, it's AuthorAseera here. Now, before we even start, like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to comment. Okay, so like, subscribe, share, comment. That's it. It don't cost no money. It's $0. Okay, it's 0 cents for you to like the video. Okay, for you to subscribe to my channel. All right, and for you to share and to comment. All right, so let's get going. I know I'm running late. So this is a review and recap for Love After Lockup season 5. And I'm not going to drag y'all through, the couples that it ain't really, I'm saying, too much going on with them that's outside of the ordinary of like when you get out of prison or what have you. But I will be going to the, I'm saying, the ones that are interested and that really got some drama going on. And this is going to be like, we're going to be talking about probably like 5, 6 episodes here. Okay. Like, just like what's going on with these couples. Because, the season has like progressed. Okay. And we're like looking at new couples now. And I'm watching, and I know like some channels when they do their recaps or whatever, they'll take you like, it just takes forever because it's on episode by episode by episode. But we're not going to even do that. We're going to like condense some of these episodes into like just what is going on with these couples as a whole. And then, we'll finish with them and then we're going to probably, just jump into like I mean, it's still season 5 or whatever, but it's like the Love After Lockup. So again, like they've introduced new couples, what I'm saying? So we're gonna like jump into that on the next review. So let's see who we want to start with. Who we want to start with? Wait, have y'all liked, commented, and subscribed to my channel? Have you done that? I know you did. Yes, you did. Because I asked. Don't even worry about it. Worry about it, but don't worry about it. I know you did. I asked so nicely, and I would do it for you, and I do it for you. Okay. Oh, let's get back to our sponsors, and our sponsor are Stacks Rolling Papers. Again, we got our Stacks Rolling Papers here. $100 bill rolling papers. Roll whatever you like in them. Not my business, not Stacks business. Oh, also they are the company who promotes back. Okay, so follow them at Stackscollabs. Yeah, their main page got shut down last week. You know how IG does. They had so many followers, so many collaborators. So they are using their backup page, which is Stacks Collabs, and they also have Stacks Collabs 2, the number 2. So follow both of those pages, and they are still promoting other brands, other models, other musicians. Whatever you do, if you are linked up with Stacks, Stacks is going to promote you and your business. Okay, so we have the rolling papers, and then we have, look at that purple. Y'all know purple is my favorite color. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So these are their king size cones. Okay, so y'all can go ahead. If y'all somebody who don't know how to roll, this is for y'all. This is for y'all. Okay, go ahead and stuff those with whatever y'all look. Ain't my business. Ain't my business. Okay. So you get to stuff those and go ahead and get your smoke on. And like Stack says, run it up, then blow one. All right, so we have done that. Let us hop in. Let's hop in. Okay, so let's go to, well, I'm gonna just do like a quickie, a quickie, a quickie with Brittany and Anthony. So I mean Andy. So Brittany is the chick that got out. Her daughter Gracie was just like whiny and oh my gosh, I want to spend time with you. Like just a whole bunch of drama. I'm gonna just sum it up like that, like this. Brittany did not have no intention on being with Andy when she got out of there. She didn't have no intention. He got her a house and she went and slept in the other room. Okay. He gave her some of the money he promised her, and that thing was on his until he gave her the rest of the money. After he gave her the rest of that money, like she was like, "Let's go to the ATM and get the money right now." Like she was making him prove everything, and he is sketchy. I'm not gonna say he wasn't lying about some stuff or whatever, but she was just like making a big deal and oh, I'm so triggered. And that's one thing. Like I've been watching, and I'm like, okay, and I get people being triggered. I understand triggers. I do, work in the health care field, nursing, and I have 2 psychology degrees, so I get being triggered. But I also know when people just calling that word out, you know what I'm saying, to use it as, you know what I'm saying, an excuse for whatever they got going on. So a lot of these people get out and they use being triggered, you know what I'm saying, as reasons that they not treating the person who been down for them, you know what I'm saying, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm triggered by this, I'm triggered by that. Yeah, you could be triggered by some stuff, but just say like, yo, I used you while I was in here for whatever the case may be, and now I really ain't trying to be with you. My bad, it's messed up, you know what I'm saying? it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But instead they like, oh, oh, you touching me, triggers me. You looking at me triggers me. Me riding in the car with you triggers me. Me saying your name and you saying my name triggers me. And then, what I'm saying? Like, just break up with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, she was like on him about the rest of the money. He did promise her a car, but basically they were gonna be sharing a car. The car was in his name. So she was like, I'm not doing that, which is kind of smart on her. And I can't even say nothing because, like, some people, you know, they real petty and he do have a history in law enforcement or whatever. And she's like, if I take this car that he's saying he gave me or whatever, and it's in his name and he get mad at me and he call and say, hey, she stole my car, I'm going back to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to do that. So the stuff that he got her that was in his name, she wasn't messing with it no more. So after she called him out on what she felt like was, and like I said, yeah, he was being sketchy and he probably wasn't telling the truth about everything, but also she knew that she didn't want to be with him. She knew exactly what she wanted. So it's like two things can be true at the same time. And that's kind of how it was with Brittany and Andy. She did not want to be with him and he's sketchy. So it was like two things was true or whatever. So that she kind of like got her excuse, but she took it way far or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you what, this got her money, okay? Because she made him show that bank account and he showed it to her. She was like, that's it, that's all the money you got. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, sis, how much you got? Because you crying about $500. So if he got, almost 3,000 in the bank and he been taking care of you, okay, that's what he got. Like, you just made him pay for an extra day at a hotel because your daughter was whining. You made, he paid for basically the cake and everything that you took to your kids for the party. He got you clothes. He gave you, like, what did he give her, 500 or 700 or something like that, or the 1,200. And then, he told her he like, what I'm saying, knock out the rest that he owed her later or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He done moved moved into this house or whatever. That stuff take money. And sometimes I think that inmates don't really like realize, like, on the outside, they either don't realize or they don't care. Like, especially when the people have other things they have to take care of, they may not care about that. They just like, this is what I need, this is what I need, because they in survival mode, and it's not all of them. It's just like, what I'm saying, some of them. So they not really, especially if they've been locked up for a long time and they don't understand inflation done hit, you know what I'm saying? And these people are working like regular jobs. Like, these people not out here doing the stuff that y'all was doing to get put in jail. Like, they going and clocking in 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, 7 to 7, 6 to 6, and giving you a lot of their money and their time and their energy. So like, when you hop out, it's not going to be to $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So, she looking at his bank account like, you know what I'm saying? I said, well, a lot of people like to have $3,000, but you don't even have five because you wanted about that. So made this man get in the car and take her to go get the rest of the money that he promised her. So they get the money. She gets out the car, leaves the cell phone. She don't want the cell phone that he gave her because she probably in her head like, I get another cell phone because he done gave me the rest of the money or whatever. Then she like goes and stands on the corner and starts calling, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to come and pick her up, and straight like was out, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of like go their separate way, but he was trying, like, he like, let's go fishing, let's go do this, let's go do that. And my thing is like, don't push yourself on these people. Like, if they get out and they don't want you and they acting like they don't want you, then leave. Like, yeah, you might feel like you put money and time and effort into it, but you ain't got to tell me 100 times that you don't want me. That's just me. If I even, you don't even have to say it. If I get like the feeling that I'm on your nerve or you ain't really trying, I'm not gonna argue it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's just try this. Oh, let's do, nah, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? You got it, go ahead. But no, they be like, oh, let's do this, let's work it out. So he, you know what I'm saying, let's go fishing, let's go talk, let's go for a ride, let's go for a walk, let's, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she like, oh my gosh, like, her whole attitude and demeanor towards Andy was just like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot. Like, and he still was kind of like pushing himself on her or whatever. And she even like act like she was scared to get in the car after she was like the one, you know what I'm saying, coming at him or whatever. And then she's like, are you okay? Are you sure? Because I'm afraid to get in the car with you if you're mad. I'm like, girl, get in the car. Shut up. He about to take you to get the money. Go on and get your money or whatever. You milked them, whatever the case may be. All right, you did what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? Go get your money. So, like I said, after she gets the money or whatever, she leaves the phone in the car. Her daughter's calling, trying to get in contact with her. Her daughter calls him, hey, where's my mom? He's like, I don't know. Why she answer her phone or whatever? She done left it in the car. And she out there chasing cars down, talking about, can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? So anyway, she calls her mom or whatever to come and pick her up from, you know what I'm saying, the part of Georgia that they're in. And so she gets picked up and she goes. So fast forward or whatever, a few months, and they not together or what have you. So it shows her, and she said that she did relapse or whatever. She did go and get some drugs because apparently she was triggered by something. So she went, what I'm saying, she went on like a week bender. That's what she say, a week, what I'm saying, but we'll never know. She said like 7 days she went back to doing drugs or whatever, and then she was like, you know what, I ain't doing this. I got to get right for these kids I've been crying about since I got out or whatever. And so she, what I'm saying, was sober again. And so, she meets up with her friend and they go shopping because now Gracie in college and she want to get Gracie a care package or what have you. So she's telling her friend, how about Andy? Somebody reaches out to her on social media talking about, yo, me and Andy still married. And then sends her receipts that when she was with Andy, while she was locked up, and with that the first couple of days they was together when they got out, and after that, this wife, what I'm saying, I guess like this is like his second wife. This wife, they was still married and they was still talking about how much they loved each other and was going like try and make it work again. So she showed, what I'm saying, the receipt. So she was like I said, two things can be true at once. What I'm saying? Just because, what I'm saying, you the person that's on the outside don't mean you 100%, what I'm saying, true and doing what you need to be doing either. What I'm saying? So he was, what I'm saying, moving a certain way while she was locked up. And she was moving a certain way when she was locked up and when she got out or whatever. So her friend is like, yo, he still owe you like $100, $200 of what he was supposed to give you. So go ahead and, what I'm saying, hit him up and tell him to give it to you. So at this point, he's out, fishing with his kids, and his kids like, yo, she used you. We told you, what I'm saying. They like told you so, ha ha, told you so, told you so. And he like, yeah, y'all was right, whatever the case may be. He's still trying to justify, like, what I'm saying, the stuff that he was doing with the ex-wife. But the fact of the matter is that you lied. What I'm saying, you was still married. Boom. So she messaged him like, yo, can I get a money to get Gracie care package or whatever. And that's like, the rest of the money that you owe me. That I'm like, owe you. Like, I mean, I know he said he was gonna give it to you, but he owe you when he took care of you while you was in prison and when you got out of prison, he don't owe you nothing. If I might say I'm gonna give you $1,000, but then something happened and all I got is 800. So take the 800 and sit your ass down somewhere. Because what did you really do to earn it? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was out the kindness of my heart. So he wouldn't have finessed me like that. Nah. So he shows his kids like, oh look, she trying to get more money from me, and he's like, oh, I'm a blocker, like says that to his kids, but then she shows a message later that he sent her the damn money, he cashed after. So he like, what I'm saying, yeah, Andy, you ain't 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt bad about how Brittany was treating Andy, but Andy, you ain't 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your stuff with you too. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, you the cops, I can't trust you anyway. So, I mean, that is what it is. So that's like, what I'm saying, what happened with Brittany and Andy. So we gonna move on to Key Rock and Brittany. And y'all know I'll be having my notes or whatever. So, they into God or whatever, they real into God and what have you. So, as we know, Brittany's telling Key Rock, like, hey, I wanna leave school or whatever. I want to take a break from hair school. And Key Rock is not with it because Key Rock has finessed another female while he was locked up to get the money for Brittany to go to school. So Key Rock has gotten these thousands of dollars for Brittany to go to hair school and paid it up front. Boom, wow. Like, and a lot of people be thinking like people in prison don't have money, but I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people in prison be having money. They be having outside businesses. They be having whatever hustles that be going on. I done seen people in prison do more for their family, kids, and this, that, and the other through businesses, through hustles, through writing books, through doing stuff than people that's walking the street that's free, what I'm saying, and can go and get jobs or what I'm saying, or start businesses and they just not want it like that. So a lot of people be like, oh, they just assume that if you messing with somebody in prison, you're the one that's like taking care of them. And that's not always, what I'm saying, the case or whatever. So, and I'm not gonna say Brittany wasn't taking care of Key Rock, but I'm gonna say Key Rock did look out for Brittany as well. Cause he definitely, even if it was like that was a hustle, what I'm saying, he hustled some other woman, got the money and paid for Brittany to go to hair school. So he kind of like irritated that she trying to drop out of hair school because she like, well, I gotta take care of you. And Key Rock like, nah, you ain't gotta take care of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. And she's like, no, I need to be there for you because you don't know what, what I'm saying? You just getting acclimated. You've been locked up like 7 years. Da, da, da. So he's really against it. So she, what I'm saying? She goes to the school and she, tells them she want to take a break. They try and get her not to take a break because they like, I'm saying, some people say, oh, we're going to take 6 months or a year, and then they don't ever come back to what they're doing, or it takes them a long ass time to get back. So they try to talk some sense into her, but she's so wrapped up, what I'm saying? And Key Rock, she don't want to do it. So they kind of get into it. He keeps saying, you broke up with school. You broke up with school. So she's like, oh, well, I wasn't right spiritually. So she pulls that out, knowing, like, you know what I'm saying, how into God Key Rock is. And she like, I haven't been praying like I'm supposed to, and I just need to get right with God first. So he like, all right, well, you should have told me that. If that was the case, you know what I'm saying, then I already get right with God. God come first. You know how we do. 2 seconds later, her friend calling her like, babe, let's brunch. She like, all right, we going to brunch, make some TikToks. Key Rock like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because 2 seconds ago, you said you need to spend time in the prayer closet. Now you talk about you going to brunch, you know what I'm saying, to get some peach bellinis and make TikToks. Like, I thought you was about to, you know what I'm saying, be on your, you know what I'm saying? And now you talking about, hey, like, what's the, you know what I'm saying, help me out. And she like, no, it's my only friend. I don't really have no friends. All I got is like you and your mom. That's it. What have you? Because her family does not support her in Key Rock because Key Rock is trans. So, Father's Day comes or whatever, and they supposed to be having dinner with her father, and they go to the restaurant, and she looking nice because one thing Brittany gonna do is that hair is gonna hair, and that face is gonna face. Okay, so Brittany is very attractive. So the dad never shows up. She's upset. She's crying. You know what I'm saying? Key Rock and his mom trying to calm her down. And that was like, that's both, bunk on her dad's side. Because, all right, you don't agree with, like, you know what I'm saying, the fact that she's with somebody that's trans. We get it, right? But don't say you gonna come if you ain't gonna come. Just say I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I ain't don't, you know what I'm saying, let them go to the restaurant and then you just don't show up. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not answering your phone. Or answer the phone and say, you know what, I was gonna come, but it just really ain't sitting right in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, I get where they coming from, because you got a right to believe how you want. And if you don't believe in, you know what I'm saying, somebody being with somebody who's transgender, then okay, that's then say that. Like, listen, you know how I feel about that or whatever. And I'm not coming. Don't just like leave them hanging. Like, that was bunk or whatever. I didn't like that. And her family don't, the only person she really got is her grandmother or whatever. So, and we're gonna put a pin in grandma. So that's all Brittany really got. So it goes on where Brittany wants to have a baby. Like, she wants to do this IVF. She wants to get the information. She on Key Rock asked about it. Key Rock, we gotta go meet with the doctor. We gotta go meet with Dr. Key Rock. Like, if you don't stop talking to me about a baby, yo, I've been out for 2 seconds. Like, I did like my transgender journey in prison. Like, now let me be a, you know what I'm saying, a trans man out in society. You trying to, you know what I'm saying, take me, I gotta get off the testosterone or whatever. It's gonna make me grow breasts when he already wanna get the chest surgery. This gonna set him back more because now he getting a testosterone. I mean, get off the testosterone, it's gonna make him grow breasts, you know what I'm saying? And then the doctor was like, because he finally gave in and was like, look, if I go talk to the doctor, we get the hell out of my face about this. And she like, yeah, if you go talk to the doctor, I'll leave you alone, what have you. So they go talk to the doctor, and the doctor like, yeah, so you're gonna have to come off for this amount of time, and then it's gonna be, this amount of time so that you can, we can get the eggs, popping, and then get the eggs out of you or whatever, get them ready to do the transfer and blah blah blah. And also it's gonna mess with your mind. Rock was like, no, I'm straight. I told y'all on the phone before I got out I was straight. And now that I'm sitting here talking to you and, you know what I'm saying, about the situation, I'm straight to her. I'm all right. I'm not doing it. Like, I ain't with that at all. And Brittany crying about it. I'm like, Brittany, you like 12 years old. Like, I mean, I understand, like, the earlier you do it, the better. But y'all got time. And I know that, like, Rock said that he wanted kids, and that's not to say that he don't, but he might just want to go a different route because he just let him be in the world like as he is, you know what I'm saying, and that's what he wants, you know what I'm saying. So like, that's kind of what they on with the kids, and she's like, she's pushing it because she always put other people first, but she's not willing to like compromise on this. So we'll see where that goes with them. So Key Rock decides that he wants to marry her, okay, and so it's like, all right, I want to marry you, whatever the case may be. So he does call her grandma and get her grandma approval to marry her. Then his mom gives him a ring for her, that's like been passed down in the family or whatever. And it's a nice ring too. I thought it was gonna be like, and antique rings, they could be nice too, but I thought it was a nice ring, it was a good size or whatever. So, gave that to him, was like, here, I want you to get this to her, to Bree, you know what I'm saying, when you propose. They're like, all right, bet. Do you know that Key Rock made her jump out of a plane to get proposed to? Like, was like, well, I got a surprise for you. Takes her to go literally parachute out of a plane. And I'm like, so if they would have got there, because he's talking about some that'll prove that she down for me, not just when I'm locked up, but out here in the free world too. No, thank you. I mean, it looked, so when they did it, it looked cool. But nah, I'm straight. I'm not. You done took me there. I'd have been like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, we not doing this. Like, I'm not jumping out no plane. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. And that was funny because they was like, what's today's date? She was like, the date of our death. I was weak. I was weak because, like, for real, I got what? But once they jumped out and I'm saying, they hit the ground, his family was out there with the signs, will you marry me or whatever. And then he got down on one knee, and then she found out that he did ask her grandma, and she was so emotional, but she cried all the time in the damn way. But yeah, like, they got, they got engaged or what have you. So that was cool. That was nice or whatever. So we'll see, like, where their story progresses from here, because they about to bring them back. I saw some as I was watching like the newer episodes, which I'm going, my next review is going to be on. I did see, that they still together. They going to kind of like dip back into their story or whatever. So yeah, they're gonna, they getting married or whatever. So I thought that was cute. That was, I mean, it was nice, but like, don't, why I got to jump out of plane? Why I got to damn near die to prove myself? Like, what, not just right here with you? Ain't I been with you every day? Now you got to haul me up in the 747 so I could jump out just so you could propose. Like, yo, y'all do anything, y'all. Did y'all do anything for a ring, yo? I ain't doing all that for a ring. I ain't doing all that. Like, y'all got that. I'd have been like, if you don't believe I'm here for you, just because I'm not about to go possibly commit suicide, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's not what we doing. So, all right. So let's do what we want to do? Red and Joy Nami, or Anthony and Shere? Because let me tell you, they both got stuff going on. All right, so let's do Red and Joy Nami, right? So Red, he got out. Joy Nami done came from New Mexico over to Missouri to pick him up. His mom done spilt the beans and told Joy that other women were sending him money while he was locked up. So they beefing over that. Also, his family done put on, like, they done put on a show, because he said, well, I'm leaving to New Mexico tomorrow, and they want him to stay there with them at least for a couple weeks or whatever, because they've been without him for like 10 years. And he like, nah, I gotta go with her. I gotta go with her. That's gonna be my wife or whatever. I gotta go. So they mad. They like, who is she? You don't even know her like that. She never came to visit you, blah, 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 or whatever. But he do decide, look, I get all of that. The mom is tripping. The cousins is tripping. They throwing chairs when they get up. Not throwing them, but like, knocking them over. Because, they get up all hard, mad, knock the chairs over because he leaving. And they, they want him there. They feel like they want to catch up. But he like, I'm going with my girl. My son is in New Mexico. The son that she cheated on him with 3 different people and don't know who the father is in New Mexico. And this is the child that he is just like adopted is his. Like, this is gonna be my son. I'm gonna look at, as Sway like my son. Because yeah, she cheated and he knows, and he say he forgive her, but do you really, when what happened? So, they beef and they going back and forth because, she had to find out from his mom that he was getting money from other chicks. And he's like, yeah, oh, and they sent me pictures. She like, what kind of pictures? Is they like, nasty pictures that you using to, get your, your rocks off or whatever. And he's steady lying and going back and forth, then trying to flip it on her. So they at the hotel, they going back and forth, they arguing, she crying or whatever. He leaves. So what do he do? Call this chick. Who's the chick? The same chick that's supposed to be bestie that he called when he went to go get his locks retwisted that Joy Nami paid for. So while Joy Nami leaves so he can get his hair done or whatever, he on the phone with the bestie, talking to her, which we know bestie is cold for, piece of ass, or going to be, either was or about to be. So he on the phone with bestie. So yeah, fast forward a couple days, him and Joy Nami get into it. He leave who he called Julie to the hotel that he is staying in, that Joy Nami has paid for them to stay in before they drive back to New Mexico together. So comes and picks him up. They go to a gas station. How about she realizes that he's going? I think she went to the bathroom. She went to go do something, and he snuck out. So she realized he going calling. He not answering. So she like, I'm gonna go look for him, because where could he walk to? Well, bro ain't walk. Bro called a ride That's some chick, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be the bestie or whatever. So they go to the nearest gas station. How stupid can they be or whatever? They go to the nearest gas station. They out at the pump. You know what I'm saying? They in the car, but they had, done pulled up to the pump. They kissing and did it. I thought this is the bestie. Is this what we do with the besties? Yeah, okay. Oh, whatever. So they kissing and you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. And so she's driving around looking for him. She pulls into the damn same gas station. So I'm like, oh, it's on now. She about to see them and ram their car. Maybe I just projected because it'd have been some beef. So so he sees her get all down in the car, like go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? So he barely escapes, you know what I'm saying, me, getting caught. So what they do, they go back to the hotel to, I'm thinking, the room, you know what I'm saying? And he had sex with Julie, the bestie, in the room while Joy Nami calling him, calling him, calling him, riding around looking for him. I'm like, when I say they be wilding, they be wilding. Like this is crazy. Like this is absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying? So she called, he finally, you know what I'm saying? He's on some, he done threw his phone, he done did a Uncle Shannon Sharp and threw his phone on the other bed or the other bed, didn't know she was calling or what have you. And then find out, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to move because she calling me. So he lied and say, oh, I'm at my mom crib, I'm at my mom crib. So she like, all right, well, just stay there because I'm coming to get you. So he gotta have Julie speed his ass to his mama house so that he can be there when Joy Nami gets there. So she gets there, whatever, and gets him. They still arguing, fighting, whatever the case may be. So she does end up leaving him because she like, I'm not taking you back to New Mexico with me. You know what I'm saying? Screw you. And he's like, damn, like, because he's so used to her like doing what he want or whatever. But eventually, I don't remember if it was like later that day or the next day or whatever. She did go back. I think it was the next day. I think she went to the hotel and she stayed another night or whatever. But she did come back and get him and carry his ass to New Mexico with him where he met Sway. So I'm a I'm gonna leave that right there or whatever where they do go back, you know what I'm saying, to New Mexico together or what have you. So they are out there and you know what I'm saying, he meets his, adopted son or what have you. And, the one that he's claiming anyway that she had when she cheated on him. So they out there or whatever. So we're gonna come back to their story as well, because that's gonna be my last review or whatever. Hold on. Did y'all have y'all liked the video? Have y'all subscribed to the channel? Have y'all made a comment yet? Have y'all shared it? I'm at 4 things that cost you this much. Subscribe to my channel, like my video. Okay, so AuthorAseera reviews and recaps. All right, here we go. So that's Red and Joy Nami. Okay, he's bugging. So I hope she wake up soon because like it's crazy though. It is crazy. It's crazy like when you do so much for somebody, you so invested. You know what I'm saying? And then when they drive back to New Mexico, he actually proposed to her. I almost forgot that part. In the middle of a saloon. It wasn't even nothing special. But one thing about these women, y'all be impressed by the least, by nothing. Like that whole, like, first of all, the ring was like $30. But okay, I mean you ain't got the money or whatever. I get it. But just pop it up, in the middle of like some saloon. They was at some like museum or campground or some mess, and he just gets down. It wasn't even special. I'm like, nah, if I don't put, so you know what I'm saying, all this energy into you, I need some thought put into your proposal. Like we're not doing this random $30 ring in the middle of some damn saloon while we ain't doing that, sir. Keep it until you could do it right. Like that's how I feel. But some of these women be so hungry to be married to these guys when they get out, and I feel, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying, sometimes with the men, but it's more so with the women. And I feel like that's because they kind of like want to hurry up and lock him down while he's still in his mind is kind of locked down. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want you, you know what I'm saying? I want you in your right frame of mind. I want you to know that ain't nothing else out here that you want besides me when you get out. If that's not the case, then don't propose to me. Like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's going to be like some half-ass proposal, I done held you down for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Nah, if all you got is $30, save it. Add another 30, add another 30, add another 30 till you got enough to give me a nice ring. And then propose. Because anything else, I'm gonna be looking like, can I get back to you? Yeah, I'm good on that. I mean, call it what you want, but it's some things you earn. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, some of these people, they don't earn some stuff and they not getting it. They ain't getting it. Whew. Anyway, there's a lot. So let's go to Anthony and Sheree. First of all, Sheree, she got this man on the itinerary, like she is his PO, and she asked him like, "You don't think is this a turn off?" He like, "Hell yeah, it's a turn off." Like when the alarm went off that said "Feed Anthony" at 11 a.m., I was weak. I said she even got alarm set to the itinerary that literally tells her to feed this man. I'm like, I cannot. So they, you know what I'm saying, they go get his little, his ankle mon well, yeah, he go get his ankle monitor, but he don't meet his PO right away. His PO wasn't there. So they get him the ankle monitor, but the thing is, she's throwing him a party that she is putting out $5,000 for. And this is one thing. These parties, I'm realizing these parties don't be for these people that's getting out of prison, because all the people that be getting out of prison be like, I ain't want no party. I don't want no party. Like, I don't want to do this. And then, like, when they get to the party, they be like real to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they just got out of prison, y'all. Like, this is not what they want. Like, it's one thing to have like a quiet family dinner. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But y'all doing, you know what I'm saying, these big ass parties where y'all inviting cousins and friends and baby daddies that he don't know about and all this other type of stuff. And they don't really like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to say it, but they institutionalize and they get out. They trying to like fill their way or whatever, and then y'all got like 50, 100 people, a bunch of music and smoking and drinking, and you know what I'm saying, some stuff that they can't even do. And they don't want it. Like, they just trying to like get their minds right. You know what I'm saying? But that's also like the parties, as far as I'm concerned, I be thinking the parties be for these chicks, really. It'd be for to say, oh hey, look, you know what I'm saying, he out and he with me, ha 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 ha, you know what I'm saying, because y'all said he wasn't going to be, and like, you know what I'm saying, by the way, let's welcome him home. And they don't even really be wanting it. Like, they all be saying the same thing, like, nah, I'm straight, I don't want no party, and then y'all do it anyway. So she spent $5,000 on the party. However, he got a curfew. So his PO done extended his curfew to 1 a.m. So they, you know what I'm saying, finally catch up with the actual PO, and the PO like, yeah, you got till 1 a.m. or whatever. You can go to your party. So I mean, that was cool. He got to go to his party or whatever. Another thing that was cool is that he did had a conversation with his mom about boundaries. Because if you remember the first video, Sheree came home when he was still locked up. His mom was in her house cooking. She like, what you doing over here cooking? Like, I gave you a key, but it ain't for you to like pop over here, you know what I'm saying, and start making some steakums. Like, you know what I'm saying, what we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying, that key is not for you to just come over whenever you want to or whatever. So I mean, I don't really know what she had to keep, but I mean, she gave it to her or whatever. So he did have a conversation with his mom, like, look, it's boundaries, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have it, like, being in my relationships, like all the way in them. Like, it can't be like that with Sheree. The mom like, all right, bet, but keep that same energy when you know what I'm saying, when she start bugging or whatever. He was like, all right, I will. So I did like that he laid that down. Because one thing that really be getting to me is like the wives or the girlfriends and the moms like fighting over these niggas. Like, for me, it's up to him to let his mom know, like, this is my woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be no beef, no fighting. Like, you my mom, I love you, you know what I'm saying? Of course I'm gonna come see you, you know what I'm saying? If I'm leaving the state, then I'm gonna visit you. If I'm in the same state, I'm gonna visit you, you're gonna visit me, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our time together, but I'm going to live with her. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she been the one like really, really holding me down like this last however amount of time. Like, I'm not about to be out there at the pickup arguing with your mama. I'm not about to be in the car arguing with your mama. I'm not about to be at the party or at the dinner arguing with your mama. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, get your mama together before we do this. If not, you can go be with your mama. Like, I mean, that's how it is to me, period. Like, if that's what you want, and that, look, I'm like, you have a good relationship with your mama. Have the best relationship with your mama. But some of these mamas be acting like they the girlfriend. Like, they want to be the girlfriend. Like, they jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if we go back to Arthur and his mom, Arthur, and I forget the chick name with the pink hair. His mom like, I want you to come home and lay on the bed, with me so I can like rub your head, the stuff that should be normal between sons and mothers, stuff that we didn't get to do. You act like you used to lay and rub his head when he was younger. You didn't. You said you was at work all the time. You ain't had time to be rubbing your son's head. Now all of a sudden that he's out, he grown and he got a woman, you want him to come home and lay on the bed so you can rub all in his head. Like, sis, get your life. Like, y'all, like, it be crazy. Like, I can't. I ain't arguing with your mama. Get your mama right. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like the mom and the girlfriends, and the wives hopefully can have a good relationship. But if you got like moms like the ones that be on this show, some of them like some of them wild out more than others. You know what I'm saying? But But they definitely be on some old stuff to be making me like side eye them. Like, you ain't acting like a mom. You acting like you trying to be his girl. You know, so you trying to be his woman. I understand you worry about him or whatever, but these men be grown. They be out. They be like 30, 40, 50 years old. And the moms be like going crazy like they five. Like, that man grown. He said he going with his girlfriend. Like, leave him alone. Like, it'd be crazy. It really do. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? He gets to go to his party or whatever. And so, she starts to get ready for the party and he's out getting her an engagement ring and she don't know. Now he did this right. You know what I'm saying? He spent some good money on her ring, you know what I'm saying? Some money that he had put up or what have you. Anthony went and got her a nice ring from a jeweler, you know what I'm saying? Not from the where Red got it from, which was like was the damn store, the souvenir shop at the saloon. Red. I don't know what you was more wrong about. I don't know if you was more wrong for getting her that $30 ring in there and not waiting, or if you was wrong about taking Julie upstairs and screwing her in a hotel room. I mean, they both far out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wildin'. I can't with Red. He crazy. So, and I'm looking at my notes a little bit, y'all. But all right, so yeah, so they go, you know what I'm saying? He's late getting to the house, so she tripping, she yelling and where you at? Because she don't know where he at. So he late getting home to get ready for the party or whatever. But anyway, they make it to the party or what have you. And so the baby father comes to the party. Mind you, Anthony and his mom, and don't nobody know that she done invited her son's father to the party because Anthony and the son father don't get along or whatever. So for me, that was crazy. Like, even though they did talk or whatever, and like Anthony let him know, like, look, we're not gonna be friends or whatever, but we need to be cordial, you know what I'm saying, for your son. And I just want you to, you know what I'm saying, step up and do the stuff you're supposed to be doing for your son all the time, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of like got that understanding. But for me, that was crazy for Shere to put him into that position because he just got out. He got an ankle monitor. What the dude with a buck? Because I mean, the dude might have been like, all right, let me send this nigga back to prison and just stole on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they start fighting, and then what happened? He going right back. He been out like what, a day, 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, she put him in an awkward position, and it went cool, but it might have went left. You know what I'm saying? It went this way, but it could have gone that way easy. So like, it's still, I don't care if they did come to an understanding, that was still crazy for her to put him in that position because you don't know what be on somebody's mind. You know what I'm saying? The son father might have been on some petty stuff, or he might have came with some friends that was on some petty stuff, and then next thing you know, Anthony in a position to go back. You know what I'm saying? So like, she really got lucky with that one. She really liked that. You know what I'm saying? It was a blessing that they didn't get into it. Cause I mean, that kind of could have went in either way, especially like he in a like certain mindset of survival still, cause he just got out or whatever. And like, you put him in that situation, that was crazy. Another thing that she did that was crazy that we know that she did was she lied to her family and said that her and Anthony was married. She even made, the fake marriage certificate and marriage license and stuff, which we talked about in the first recap review video. So, mind you, everybody at this party is still thinking that they married. And what is Anthony about to do? Propose. Why would you propose to somebody that you already married to? You wouldn't. So what do they find out when Anthony proposes? That her and Anthony was never married. It was a lie. She lied to everybody. And Anthony was just like going with it. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all want to know, you know what I'm saying, why she did that or whatever her excuse was, even though it was stupid to me, watch the first video, the first Love After Lockup season 5 recap video, and I go into it on there. So the family's mad, like they arguing with them. You know what I'm saying? So now the party done took a turn where the family arguing, they arguing back and forth so much about the situation that he's almost late getting back for his 1 o'clock curfew or whatever that his parole officer gave him. So now they haul assing. You know what I'm saying? She done been drinking. You know what I'm saying? She driving. They haul assing to get to the apartment by 1 o'clock. Like literally made it in the house at like what 12:59 or 1 a.m. Like he almost missed it because they lost track of time arguing with their family over the fact that the family thought that they was married. Like, it was no reason for her to lie about that. It was no, like, nothing she says makes sense about why she lied about that. Like, if you went to marry him and it didn't work out and you ain't married him, then just say, you know what I'm saying, y'all was engaged, and just say y'all was engaged, you know what I'm saying? And then this would have just been him, you know what I'm saying, proposing again the right way with the ring. That's it. Point blank period. Like, what you running around telling everybody you married for and you're not married? Like, that's weird. That's some old Yandy from Love After Hip Hop stuff. Like, what y'all be talking about? You know what I'm saying? And poor Mendices, his ass ain't even know he wasn't married. He locked up thinking he got a whole wife. Nah, sir, you still got a fiance. She ain't filed the paperwork. Like these women, yo, what y'all be on? I don't know. I don't know. And that's not for me saying like them because you know what I'm saying messing with an inmate. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm not judging that, right? I can't judge that. What I'm saying is the stuff y'all do be weird. It be weird. Like, what are you lying about being married for? Like, y'all be weird. Anyway, so they make it home or whatever, just in time or whatever. Time's going by, and she's like, teaching him how to do interviews because mind you, she's like an HR manager or whatever. And like, but he's still like in his head because again, these men been locked up 5, 10, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? So they still institutionalized. So when they get out, they still in their mind like looking, you know what I'm saying, watching their back, you know what I'm saying, eating while they hunched over because somebody might come through, they might have to fight, you know what I'm saying? It's still stuff playing in their minds, you know what I'm saying? They might have seen somebody get off, you know what I'm saying? They might have had to participate in some stuff to save themselves and the people of their race or the people of their gang, you know what I'm saying, or the people in their, you know what I'm saying, pod, whatever. You know what I mean? You don't know. Some of these men is never going to tell you everything that they seen, heard, you know what I'm saying, that went on in prison. They just not, you know what I'm saying? They just come out and y'all be like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a big ass party. Let me be your parole officer. Let me get you an itinerary. Let me, like, they still be feeling like they locked up because y'all, you know what I'm saying, baby in their asses. Like I ain't doing it. Like you get out, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Of course I would be there, you know what I'm saying, to, as a support as you like, maneuvered your way and all of that. And like, you know what I'm saying, calm down and stuff. But I'm not dragging you to your parole officer. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying, how much time they gave you to get there. Go see a parole officer. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, that you got to move a certain way, you got to get a job, go do that stuff. I see you not doing it, then dog, like deuces. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like you are not holding up your end of the bargain, and I'm not about to do the time with you again. So you either do it or you don't do it. You either with me or you're not with me. Like I wish they looked at it like that, but I don't know. These women be acting like they going to just go on to glory if they don't have a man. Like these dudes be corny, they be crazy, and anyway. I can go on forever about that stuff. But so they, you know what I'm saying, moving on with their life, but then she finds out that she finds in his phone that he's been talking to other women and he been basically like having and you know what I'm saying, cheating on her. So they get into it. Okay, Shere and Anthony get into it. We won't see the fight. We just see like the aftermath. She's boxing his stuff up or what have you. So they get into a fight. How about this dude bit her in her back. So the cops end up coming or whatever. He don't go back to prison or whatever, but he has to leave. So he ends up going to his mom's and now he's staying with his mom or whatever. So his mom come and get to pick his stuff up or whatever from Sheree's house. Now, one thing that I can, even though the mom is a piece of work, but Shere is too. But even though the mom is a piece of work, like the mom said, she was on Sheree's side. She was like, listen, Shere is a woman who knows what she wants. She knows she's not gonna be cheated on. She knows she's not gonna be abused. And so, you know what I'm saying, my son need to get himself together. And she's standing on that. And I agree with her. And I thought that was so dope because some of these women, and I got 3 sons, so I get it, but I also don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But because some of these women be standing 10 toes down for their sons, and their sons be dead ass wrong. You know what I'm saying? What is you biting on this girl for? You know what I'm saying? Like you get out here, you biting her all in her damn back. Like you not in the cage no more. Like you home. Like what is going on? Like we not fighting in the you know what I'm saying, at child. Like what is going on? So, with that being said, she says she's still wearing her ring or whatever. And hopefully like once he gets like he takes his anger management classes and what have you, and you know what I'm saying, they can get to a place where they can kind of work on it. So she leaving the door open for him or what have you. She's I guess willing to forgive him if he get himself together. But what is dope, like I said, is that his mom did agree with her, not messing with Anthony no more, you know what I'm saying, and like and putting him out. So that was just crazy because it just for them two, I thought that them two would make it, you know what I'm saying, even though, but I mean, I don't know. I thought they had a better chance of making it than some of the other couples just because, you know what I'm saying, the way they was kind of rocking with each other. But you know what I'm saying, like again, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes and sometimes I feel like these guys might some of them might have the intention on just, you know what I'm saying, being with that woman or whatever the case may be. But like they get out and it's just like they just realize, okay, I'm not locked up no more. Like I got actual choices. And you know what I'm saying? These women out here looking better than, you know what I'm saying, they did when I went in 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago and da da da. If that's the case, just let her know. Like, look, I thought that I could get this to you, but I'm out and the options is optioning. You know what I'm saying? So, or like that's what you was doing in there. Like if that's what you was doing in there, you want to get out, you know what I'm saying? Then and continue to do it, then like give us free. Like I'm a style. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get that woman free. Like, you know what I'm saying? That'd be the selfish part for me. So anyway, that is the review and recap of Love After Lockup season 5 for our 4 couples that I've been following. It's a couple other couples on there, but they ain't really got too much going on. Like they got your crazy moms and and stuff like that. But I'm ready to get into these new couples because Zariah and then Triangle, the guy with the triangle on his forehead, Art, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? All of them, like I'm ready to get to them. And so we got, you know what I'm saying, we kind of like moving through. So, I'm gonna wrap my next video is gonna be me wrapping this up and we're gonna be getting into the new ones. Cause when I say they got issues, they got issues. Like it's gonna be so fun following them. Cause I've been watching, I've been like, yo, that's crazy, yo, that's wild, yo, I cannot like when I say it's been entertaining, it's been entertaining. So after the next video, we're gonna get on to like, you know what I'm saying, further into season 5. But that is your recap and your review of Love After Lockup season 5. And it is AuthorAseera. Okay. So have you liked, subscribed to my channel, commented and shared? That's what I need you to do. Do it for me, and I will do it for you. Again, our sponsor is Stacks Rolling Papers, and we out.